Some of you might be thinking, what does D-Day even stand for? Actually, the D in D-Day stands for, well, day. The term D-Day was used for operations in World War II that were either secret or for operations that did not have a definitive start date. When the term D-Day is mentioned today, many people think of the invasion of Normandy, France on June 6, 1944. So, what made D-Day so important? Well, it was the start of Operation Overlord, which was commanded by General Dwight D. Eisenhower. It was the code name for the Allied invasion of Northwest Europe. Planning for the operation began as early as August of 1943. The objective was to establish a major military presence and create another front that the Germans had to attack. Before this, they were dealing mainly with the Soviet-Russian front to the south. The planning of D-Day was an international war effort, which was spearheaded mainly by US, Canadian, and British Allied forces. However, more than 12 countries and 2 million troops were prepared for the invasion. D-Day was the largest combined naval, air, and land operation in history, and it still holds that title today. In total, there were over 18,000 paratroopers and 150,000 troops that took part in this operation. Over 5,000 ships and landing craft were used, and over 11,000 aircrafts were used. All of this was on the first day alone. Over 9 million tons of supplies were sent to Britain, which was the staging area for the assault. As for the operation, there were 5 beaches codenamed Utah, Omaha, which was the most well-known, Gold, Juno, and Sword. These spanned approximately 50 miles of beach. Omaha was the most heavily fortified. There were over 2,000 Allied casualties on this beach alone. This was due partially to the Allied naval and air bombardments that failed to destroy key military emplacements such as machine guns and artillery. In total, more than 12,000 soldiers lost their lives in one day. However, after 5 days, the Allies had completely secured all of the beaches. This caused the German forces to retreat from France and were forced to push further inland. The events of D-Day were the beginning of the end of World War II. By August 1945, just over a year after the beginning of Operation Overlord, Germany surrendered, which was in great part to this operation.